Hey Toy fans, D21 Beast Rob here, back with another figure review for you guys here today. And today we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends Walmart exclusive Civil War Falcon and Civil War Winter Soldier figures. Now recently I did a poll on Twitter asking what I should review next, and my big takeaway was, you guys really must hate the Ninja Turtles. No, I kid, but honestly I'm kind of surprised it didn't even get a single vote. Anyway, let's talk about the figures of the hour. As I said, these are Walmart exclusive figures for the movie Captain America Civil War that came out this past summer, and I'm pretty excited to take a look at this Falcon figure. This is our first 6-inch version of Anthony Mackie as Falcon, and recently I took a look at the Mini-Mate version of this character, and I was a little bit let down, so I'm hoping the Legends version wins me over a bit more. These Walmart exclusive Legends figures do come in familiar packaging. We've got the standard Marvel Legends window box, with the Legends series logo at the top, a window that displays the figure inside as well as their accessories. These particular figures have the Walmart exclusive sticker in the lower right, and below that is the logo for Captain America Civil War, and the figures' names, Marvel's Falcon and Winter Soldier. The back of the packaging does feature nice glamour shots of both the Falcon and Winter Soldier on their respective boxes. We've got a bio for Falcon that reads, "A defender of justice, Falcon soars into battle armed with his XO-7 wings and Red-Wing drone." Meanwhile, with the Winter Soldier, we're told he is a fierce combatant and an asset in battle no matter which team he's fighting for. I guess that's a polite way of saying don't underestimate this guy while brainwashed. Interestingly, neither one of these figures feature the lineup of Marvel Legends figures that were available in the Ant-Man wave of figures from earlier this year. Alright guys, well that's the packaging. Let's get Falcon and Bucky out of their boxes and see what they're all about. Alright Toy fans, so here we have Falcon and Winter Soldier out of the packaging. And right off the bat, you can see that the Winter Soldier figure does stand taller than the Falcon figure. And hey, you know what? Since we're doing a size comparison already, let's go ahead and show you what they look like compared to the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Wolverine.
What? Was that my cue? I swear, this has got to be the fastest we've ever done this thing. Alright, what do you say we straighten that camera and try this again?
Alright, here they are compared to the 6-inch scale Marvel Legends Infinite Series Wolverine.
Is that it? Are we done? Man, what a couple of stiffs. And you're still not moving.
Let's go ahead and start by taking a look at the Winter Soldier. Between the Falcon and Winter Soldier, this figure's the one that I don't care for the most. The sculpt is decent overall, especially the likeness to actor Sebastian Stan. The head sculpt for this figure is actually its best feature, and it looks a lot better than the head sculpt we got for Captain America the Winter Soldier. The eyes look really nice, and I even appreciate the overspray that's been used to give this character a 5 o'clock shadow. Outside of his head sculpt, the only other new piece to this figure is the torso. The torso for this figure has been sculpted with a gun belt and even a pistol that's permanently holstered, and there's a minimal amount of paintwork that's been applied for his buckle, zipper, and his pistol grip. The back of the torso, however, has no paint application. Now, if you watch the movie Captain America Civil War, you'll notice that this version of Bucky looks a little bit different from what you're used to seeing in the movie, and that's because the look of this particular action figure was actually pulled from the concept art we got for Captain America Civil War several months before the film was actually released. If we stand this new Bucky figure next to the one we got a couple of years ago from Hasbro, you'll see there's actually a lot more paint detail overall between these two figures on the older one. Everything from the washwork on the bionic arm, to the bullet clips on the right forearm, and even the knee pads and boots were painted on the previous figure and not on this newer version. While the head sculpt for this newer figure has a much stronger likeness to actor Sebastian Stan, I don't know that the overall effort put into this figure by Hasbro justifies purchasing the figure again if you've already got the older figure. Also, this Winter Soldier figure comes with some accessories. They're actually reused from the Bucky Captain America figure. We've got a pistol that's molded in a brown plastic with some black paint applied to the top. Like what we've seen before from Marvel Legends, again just painted in different colors. It fits nicely into either hand, but then we get this knife accessory, also reused from the Bucky Captain America figure, and it's got, again, brown plastic with black paint applied for the blade. This knife doesn't actually fit into the figure's hands as well as you would like. You can get it into the right hand, but if you try to put it into the left hand, his bionic hand, it proves to be a very loose grip, and I wish Hasbro would have included something different. Falcon actually fares a bit better than Winter Soldier. His likeness to actor Anthony Mackie is quite strong. There's a lot of sculpted detail in his costume, whether it be his flight harness jacket, the sculpted detail around his belt, or even really any aspect of his legs. This figure's 100% a completely original sculpt all the way through. In fact, this leads me to believe that the Winter Soldier figure is actually paying for all the changes and brand new sculpt work that we're getting for this Falcon figure. Which to some degree makes a bit of sense. This isn't the only retail exclusive Marvel Legends Civil War action figure 2-pack out there. You could also pick up a War Machine and Disco Armor 2-pack from Target. Like we're seeing here with Winter Soldier, the Disco Armor in that 2-pack is completely recycled from the Iron Man 3 Iron Patriot figure. Meanwhile, the War Machine Mark III figure in that 2-pack is 100% a new sculpt, like we're seeing with the Falcon figure. Hasbro might think they pulled a fast one on us, selling 4 figures to pay for the cost of 2, but given the scenario, I'm completely okay with getting a brand new sculpted Falcon figure versus not getting one at all. Staring at the figure head on, I do feel like the paintwork comes off looking a little flat. The sculpted detail of this costume simply doesn't pop, and I wish Hasbro would have done a little more to emphasize all of the technical aspects of this costume. Worse yet, when you flip the figure around, there's next to no painted detail on the back. I'm sure it's a cost-cutting measure, but I think the figure suffers a bit for it. Accessory-wise, this Falcon figure comes to play. We do get a wing pack that can plug into the back of the figure. There's a set of dual pegs. It's sculpted very nicely with not a lot of paint detail on there. We do get a Red Wing drone completely collapsed that you can actually attach to the back of the pack, and it fits nicely into the back of the figure. Once you've done that, you basically have a movie-accurate Falcon with his wings fully collapsed. But hey, this is Falcon we're talking about. We want his wings fully deployed, and Hasbro has certainly delivered. We get these massive wings that stand just as tall as the action figure, a set for either side. They've got pegs on them that plug into the wing pack we just looked at, and you're actually able to pose them on the figure flapping inward or outward. Lastly, we've also got a Red Wing drone. It's sculpted nicely for what it is, even has the camera on the front of it just like we saw in the movie, but it doesn't come with a flight stand. Even the Mini-Mates Falcon I already looked at came with a flight stand for his Red Wing. This one unfortunately does not, so if you want him to fly, you're just gonna have to pretend. Alright, toy fans, well that's my review of the Marvel Legends Walmart exclusive Captain America Civil War Falcon and Winter Soldier figures released by Hasbro in 2016. Overall, this is a decent set of figures, although Falcon clearly has the advantage over Winter Soldier. Now, if you don't have a Winter Soldier in your collection already, go ahead and pick this figure up. It's got a better likeness to Sebastian Stan than what we got last time. You're just gonna have to deal with some lazy paint applications, and some accessories that don't quite work. However, if you do already own the last version of Winter Soldier we received, and you have to have this one, I say wait until you can find this figure on clearance. As for the Falcon figure, well, you could say he's a regular flying ace. He's got some really cool accessories and a really nice likeness to actor Anthony Mackie. He just falls a bit short in the paint department. But if you see this figure on store shelves, don't leave your head in the clouds, definitely pick him up. But Hasbro, seriously, can we please get flight stands for our flying characters? Well, thanks for watching this review, toy fans. I hope you enjoyed it. I gotta give a special thanks to my brother Greg for helping make this review possible. He knows how to pick out a good birthday gift, and if you guys agree, do me a favor and give this video a big thumbs up. You can always keep up with me on Twitter and Instagram at D21Beast, and I'll see you guys next time.